Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Aquarius June 2019 horoscope forecast part 2 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is as far as June goes, Venus will be in Gemini from the 9th until the 30th, so the 5th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now at this time, Aquarius, if you're unattached, you may connect with a Gemini. It could be a Gemini Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that simply embodies Gemini characteristics. It may just be for superficial fling, or you may be even involved with two people simultaneously, considering this is Gemini energy. It could also be a time where you value inquisitiveness, variety, versatility, dexterity, intellectual stimulation with loved ones at this time, or people that maybe you're in a romantic situation with children, people you share creative endeavors with. It could be as well that you might spend money as fast as you make it at this time, and it could be maybe matters related to some kind of gambling or investment situation. And also, you might be making money writing creatively, using a lot of diction, a lot of good verbal ability, eloquence. And it could also be a time where you might be enjoying Gemini type games, or even Gemini type sports, I would say, that require a lot of quick thinking, quick reactions, such as like badminton, volleyball, ping pong, table tennis. So anyway, next thing up. Well, Mars will be in Cancer for this month. So the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, this could be about, some cases, this could be if you're unattached at this time, Aquarius, you may get involved with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that embodies Cancerian characteristics. And it could be, for as far as in a sexual interlude or sexual liaison, it could be somebody you meet at your place of employment, your daily routine. It could be at like a health place, like a health and fitness place. It could also be a time too where you might become somewhat angry at an overly temperamental, clingy, dependent, oversensitive aunt or uncle. The situation with the an aunt or uncle may be more contentious and acrimonious than usual. It could be something where it could be anger over past hurts, where you might be brooding and lamenting over past hurts. Some cases this could manifest in some kind of Cancerian type surgery, such as something with the breast, the chest, the stomach area. And a lot of energy and vitality may be injected to some kind of Cancerian type employment, such as doing something with cooking, culinary work, fast food, restaurant work, home improvement, renovation, something perhaps connected with nostalgia or collecting, or anything that could be Cancerian type related. So anyway, well, the next thing up is Jupiter will still be in Sagittarius, so the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. As I've talked about previously, Jupiter can be rather paradoxical. It's very strongly benign and benevolent, but it could also have a tendency to enlarge and expand. Now, in a lot of cases, this could enlarge and expand foolhardy, self-righteous, over-optimistic behavior, recklessness, behavior connected with friends, acquaintances, stepchildren, or maybe even your dealings with them, how you're acting toward them. It could also be very fortuitous for Sagittarius types aspirations and goals, such as something with sports, religion, philosophy, publishing, advertising, working with horses, stables. Could be a lot of hope and optimism through religious and philosophical and outdoor and even sports groups and organizations and clubs at this time, and also very auspicious for expressing jocularity, joviality with 11th house people, and also could be about the expression of very philanthropic humanitarian work at this time as well. And then also the philosophy of just being very positive could bring very positive results at this time as far as your aspirations and goals may go. Being that incorrigible optimist could really give you some very positive results at this time in 11th house matters. So anyway, next thing up, Saturn will still be in Capricorn, so the 12th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, you might actually be a little bit more introverted and introspective than usual, perhaps even reclusive, more so than usual. You might be dealing with a lot of limitations and restrictions that might be causing a lot of secret sorrows. You might be dealing with sorrows very privately. This could also be a time where you kind of discard, well, someone maybe discard the frivolous in your life and really weeding out the things that just are unimportant at this time in your life. And also too, in some cases, this may manifest in taking care of a debilitated or sickly aunt or uncle, and it might be something Capricorn related, such as something with the knees, the bones, or the joints, and maybe making you feel somewhat despondent and melancholy. It could also manifest in very laborious work and seclusion and solitude. It could be helping those less fortunate than yourself, such as the impoverished, the oppressed, or the homeless and hungry. Some cases, this could be about the loss of a father. When I have this placement natally, and I lost my father when I was 3 years old. This could be something too where the unknown may put you in a strong state of fear or trepidation. Sometimes it could be about older people being hidden adversaries. It could be an older Capricorn person. It could be a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that embodies Capricorn characteristics. Next thing up, Uranus will still be in Taurus, so the 4th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now at this time, this could be about, in some cases, Taurus friendships. They could be Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or they could be simply ones that embody Taurus characteristics, might figure strongly in your home, your family life at this time. It could be maybe getting in touch with your roots, your traditions. It could also be at this time, and they might figure prominently in your latter, your end part of life as well. And also too, the home and family life might be a little bit more erratic and sporadic than usual. You might be dealing with somewhat unusual, stubborn, or obstinate behavior from home family members, people you're close to home with. You might find yourself expressing some Uranus qualities at the core, such as being very freedom and independent, loving, being somewhat eccentric, unorthodox, innovative even. Could also be careful, perhaps a greater propensity for an electric shock at home at this time as well, and a lot of that could be dependent, predicated on aspects, as makes the points in your chart. Say an adverse aspect to your natal Mars could increase that propensity, because Mars can be about injuries. Could also be, this could be an accident. So I mean, you got to look at it like that. This is also something too, where at this time, another way this may manifest, this could be about using maybe a new monetary system or something which might be tied into your latter part of life, such as Bitcoin or something, or maybe it could also be dealing with at this time as well, maybe being involved with very new, maybe some new eclectic type traditions at this time that might be very unique at this time as well. And you might be shocked maybe when you start looking into your roots and your ancestry further, if you haven't done so, because Uranus could be very shocking energy. Next thing up, Neptune will still be in Pisces, so the 2nd house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. Well, one way this may manifest is that you might be more susceptible to deception and duplicity in monetary matters, such as financial deception, like financial fraud. This could also be a time where your financial situation might be a little bit more nebulous and unclear than usual. You may be dealing at this time. On a positive note, it could be about making money through something Neptune related, such as something with the metaphysical, which includes astrology, spirituality, photography, chemistry, poetry, dancing, and also too, this could be a time too where you might show a lot more self-sacrifice as far as your possessions, your money goes, and your resources. In some isolated cases, this could be about perhaps a flooding that might impact your possessions at this time. Hold on a moment, people. And you might be more, Neptune energy could be very dissipating, dissolving, more lethargic. You might at this time feel more like relaxing, daydreaming, and fantasizing regarding second house matters as opposed to actually doing something in connection with them, especially if this is making an adverse aspect, say, to your natal Mars, your Sun, and your Ascendant. Last but not least, Pluto will be in Capricorn still, so the 12th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, at this time, one way this may manifest, this could be about very obsessive, compulsive behavior, domineering, manipulative behavior. Could be oneself undoing. It could also be about dealing with very powerful hidden adversaries at this time, or you may not be dealing with them that much since they're hidden, but at the same time they could still be doing things to you. This could be something too where you might be dealing with more upheavals in your private life at this time. This could also be, in some cases, about doing, having some kind of like Pluto type dreams. It could be nightmares because Pluto, Pluto's connected with what's nuclear. And also, in some isolated cases, this could be about maybe some kind of sexual limitations at this time as well. And anyway, and also too, in some cases, this could be about maybe some power struggles with an aunt or an uncle at this time as well. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for giving you my Aquarius June 2019 horoscope forecast part 2 of 2. Stay tuned. Next time I'll be giving you my Pisces June 2019 horoscope forecast part 1 of 2. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you. Make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.